Hi guys, welcome to Ardnamurchan Garage HQ. We're just on the verge of doing our big tour to Scotland. This is the first tour of 2019 and the date is 17th of May, and in the morning we're going to set off really early, about 5:30 in the morning, and we're going to go and meet our friends Andy and Sandra at the A68 Cafe, which is about 150 miles north. We're based in the Ardgour area, and in the morning we've got to go M42, M1, M18, A1, Weatherby services, fuel, and then that should get us up to the A68 Cafe hopefully for 9 o'clock. The plan is then we're going to keep going north. We're going to go to Edinburgh, cut by Edinburgh, and we're heading up to our base near Fort William, and it's a little pub called the Inn at Ardgour, or Ardgour. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced, but this place is situated right by Loch Lynn. You get the Corran ferry over the loch, and the pub is right there in front of you, and this is going to be our base for 4 days when we get up there. It's a long day tomorrow, but that's the plan. Unfortunately, it's raining out there now, and the forecast for tomorrow isn't great, so I don't know how much on-bike filming I'll do, but I'll try and update you as we go. And we're up there for 9 days, so you should see quite a lot of Scotland. I mean, if you want to just, if the camera woman wants to just come round here, on the wall here is a photo of out of the bedroom window. I think you might need to get closer. Out of the bedroom window of the place we're stopping at the inn, and that was in 2013 when I got a red speed triple, and my better half had got the purple street, and well, she's still on a street triple. It's this red one. It's all set up, ready to go. Blaze panniers are on, they're out extended, sat navs are on, top box is packed. Try not to put too much weight in there, but it's got the drone in there, so I'm hoping we should get some drone footage. We're pretty much good to go, other than the tank bags got to go on both, which you just keep your wallet and your phone and stuff like that in, and we're just keeping our fingers crossed for the weather. If the weather's good, there'll be lots of on-bike filming. If it's not so good, we'll have to see, won't we? Fingers crossed anyway. Early start in the morning. I won't film the journey up the motorway, it's completely pointless, but hopefully I'll bring you guys along with us when we get into the really nice scenic stuff. Thanks a lot, see you later. Hi guys, just checking in. Made it to Weatherby so far. Got to Weatherby services on the A1 and no fuel, so we're at Morrison's. So just going to grab a coffee, then we're going to push on to the meet-up point, the A68 Cafe at Toft Hill, probably about an hour from here, so I'll catch up with you later. Luckily the rain's holding off at the moment, but we've ridden up through rain, so been a bit grim on the motorway, but hopefully we'll have a better run. Cheers for now. Hi guys, made it to the A68 Cafe, and it's still not raining. Andy and Sandra here. Just had a nice breakfast, and where is it we're going next? Edinburgh services next, after petrol.
Toft Hill on 4 miles down the road.
Yeah, we're going for petrol, then we're heading to Edinburgh services, aren't we?
Yes.
And Andy's being coy, he doesn't like being on film. Right.
Right.
You look the part in that, don't you?
Special.
Okay, I'm not going to do any filming on the bike for a bit. Catch up with you later. Hi guys, finally made it. We're at the Corran ferry. There it is, across the lock. And that building against the ramp there is our base for the next 4 days. What a wet ride up. Here's the guys, a bit bedraggled, but all pleased they're here. Made it. How many miles have we done? About 420? 420 miles. Set off at 6 AM this morning, about 5:15, and it's now about 5:15. Something like that anyway. So that is about the end of the riding for day one. Hi, morning. The rain's finally stopped this morning. Had a nice breakfast at the inn here. Ferry's heading its way over again, and we're just prepping the bikes, ready to head out to the Ardnamurchan visitor centre and then up to Malay. Just a gentle ride out after yesterday's big miler. Bikes over there, everybody getting ready. I think we're probably still going to get a bit wet today, but yeah, part of touring Scotland. Still a beautiful area. Fascinating how these things dock. There's a arm sticking out the side of the ferry, and that comes up on the bottom of the ramp. Arm then rests on the ramp. And he goes up. Yeah, we're not actually going over the ferry this morning. We're heading up the side of the lock this side. So that's how it's done. Very neat. The thing is, tomorrow I think this ferry starts getting going around about 7:30. So with that there and our bedroom there, you can hear the beeping in the morning. So it's your early morning alarm call. Anyway, time to get on the road.
into the Ardnamurchan visitor centre this morning, which follows the edge of this lock all the way up, so basically into the sea. So I think we're still going to get wet today, but it's looking very threatening still. But it also looks magnificent, doesn't it? Right from the off, right from where we're staying. I mean, just look at that scenery, eh? We took a walk along here last night. It's just stunning. Ooh, we've got sheep on the side of the road here. Are you connected up there, Carol? Can you hear me? You all alright? Yeah, she says she's alright, guys. Yes. Did well actually yesterday. We both felt pretty good after that 420-mile trek from the Midlands. Andy and Sandra didn't have so far to come. They came from, yeah, they still did over 300, so but most of yesterday was a lot of boring motorways. The A68 was a great road actually, and it wasn't too wet in that area coming up there, and I probably should have filmed a bit of that, but we took the decision not to do any filming yesterday because it was mostly wet motorways just to get north. But now we're here, it's fabulous. Oh, just look at that. Oh, better get a trot on. They've left me. Left me behind. River Gower, or Ardgour. Not much in it. Surprising really after all the rain. As ever on lots of our tours, we've got tour leader Andy up front. After all, these are his routes, you know. We've all got them on our sat nav, so if any of us get split up from them, we know where everybody else is going. So we just sat around the laptop discussing which way was best to head to try and avoid the worst of the weather. So yeah, we do have to be a bit careful up in Scotland, making sure that we know where the fuel stations are, which we do. They're in this device. So and by far and away got the worst fuel range on this bike, but I think they'll all put up with me. Oh, look at that road, eh? Seems like we've got it all to ourselves this morning as well. Oh, absolutely fabulous sight. Yeah, that's colouring the camera in spray. Is it actually raining now? I think it is raining now. You really have to be careful of these cattle grids. They're a bit lethal in the wet. You've got to go over them straight. Probably see from the sat nav down here, this road follows the lot all the way down the edge here, and it's a single track road now from an extremely fast road. It's always amazing, you know, fast, almost motorway type road, and then they suddenly develop into roads like this. That is a village shopping. Oh, I like the filling station as well. It's just one pump, and it's all auto. I don't know why they don't do more auto filling stations. This malarkey about, you know, making you go in and pay. Oh God! Yesterday on the way up, guys. I mean, we were on the probably the worst bit of the trip, which was near Edinburgh services. We were on a bit of motorway there, or dual carriageway, and the weather was awful, the traffic was awful, and I needed fuel bad. You know, like I was flashing. I'd done 120 miles at that point on an MT10. If anybody's got an MT10, know you're at pretty much panic stations at 120 mile. So I needed fuel, and we pulled into the services there, and it was a Shell garage. We pulls up next to the pump, and Carol gets the pump off the thing, and we fill both. Well, I tried to fill both bikes up, and wouldn't turn the pump on. And we were obviously dripping wet, and the last thing you want to be doing is taking your helmet and all your kit off. So Carol went in there and they says, oh no, we won't turn the pump on until you actually get off your bike. So that is a first for me. I mean, some people would argue it's a safety thing, but yeah, but there was no sign, absolutely no sign up telling you to get off the bike, and yet they just sat there watching us from the thing, saying, you know, Carol thought they meant put the handle back on the pump, which we did 2 or 3 times. It's just such a fuss. I mean, we thought they were making a point about getting the helmets off, which we didn't want to do anyway, but I got no choice but comply with whatever they needed, because I needed petrol. And I think Andy was so fed up with them there, he left without, I think the turn, because Sandra had filled her bike up and he was still on his bike, he started filling his bike up, and they turned the pump off midway through fill, and then they wouldn't turn it back on again, and they said, no, you'll have to come in and pay for that, and then take another, fill it up again, you know, with and come back in and pay for it again. And he was just, it's just the last thing you need when you're soaking wet and you just want to get on. These places have got some stupid rules, I think. Yeah, obviously, yeah, if that is the rule, post it up on the pump before you get there, before you try and get petrol. So that was our one gripe yesterday. I'll clear the lens a bit now, I don't know if you can see a bit better. That's why in some ways I prefer these unmanned stations up here. You just come in and fill up. You stick your card in. Nobody's going to tell you what to do, because there's nobody there. And all you really want is fuel. There you go. Ooh, we start to rain again. Lovely. I think this is going to be the story of this Scotland's trip, actually. Showers, yes. We have the drone with us today, but whether the weather picks up significantly to allow us to fly it, because you know drones don't like the wet. Well, our drone certainly doesn't. You know it's getting nagging when you're in first gear, don't you? You're in 5th? How'd you get in 5th along here? You're really in 5th? That's amazing. No wonder I use more fuel than everybody else. I go everywhere in 1st and 2nd. Still, in that same Shell garage, I was chatting to a load of guys. They were just coming back from their tour. You know, they've experienced all the lovely weather last week, and there was a guy in an MT10. I said to his mate, is he the one that's always shouting for fuel first? He says, nah mate, it's me. I look round and he's got a Panigale parked next to the petrol pump, so obviously they run short of fuel before just about anything. There's a price to pay for 200 horsepower. And I'd argue that there's not that many places up in Scotland you can unleash 200 horsepower. I think probably 30 horsepower would be enough along here. All you'd really need to enjoy yourself. Oh, it's lovely smooth tarmac. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful view. The GoPro never does any of these places justice, does it? No, guys, you have to come and experience Scotland, and especially Scotland's beautiful northwest coast. Get yourself off the beaten track a bit, like here. Get onto the smaller roads, but even the main A roads, they're just stunning. Yeah, and the thing I'm really looking forward to. In 3 days' time, we move bases. We're moving from the inn at Ardgour, or Ardgour, however you pronounce it, Ardgour, we think. Yeah, and we're heading up to a hotel in Ullapool. You know what the hotel's called, Carol? We don't know. Andy knows, because he's booked it. But yeah, we're going up to Ullapool, and we're going to go right up the northwest coast, and we're going to go right up to the top to Dunnes, and I think is it Cocoa Mountain, the cafe up the top there. Yeah, we're going to go up there, and if you're looking to have a hot chocolate on tour in Scotland, I mean, it's a long way to go up there, but it is stunning. Yeah, and that is a mega one, and you know, buy some chocolates and take them back as well. It's a beautiful shop up there. You wonder how they do business right at the top of the world up there, but I mean, if it's nice weather as well, it's really worth exploring the beaches up there. We took a walk up the beach a couple of years ago, didn't we? Well, about 3. Yeah, I did a picnic on the beach, and deserted white sand beaches. They're all up this coast. I mean, it really looks like the Caribbean. The sea is clear. It just looks stunning. But you take your luck with the weather. We have traffic. That's whether the oh, look at this. Oh, see, this is the epitome of good driving up here. Cheers, mate. Merchant Visitor Centre. Maybe the river. Here we are. What do you mean, is this where we bought the sheep? We didn't buy sheep, did we? You mean a fluffy stuffed sheep?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to say, how did they get that back? God, I hate gravel. I chuffing hate it. Well, that was a really nice coffee stop there. The coffee was excellent, and the cakes right up there, really. All the waterproofs on. think we're going to we're going back along the road we came along, because at the end of here is just a dead end really. You come to a lighthouse, I think. You get a little bit further down, that's it. And we have been there before, so I know everybody watching this video hasn't, but tough. You have to believe me, there is a lighthouse at the end of that road. Yeah, the boss in front says it's the most westerly point on the British Isles, so whether that's a spurious fact or whether that's the truth, I don't know. Thank you. And if you look right here, you can see a fabulous view across the loch. I'll try to pan the camera around there, but just simply amazing views. So it's not worth having the camera on the back of any of the bikes, because it'll just get mucked up. At least this one you can keep giving it a little wipe. This must be their castle, Dorlin. It's a definite dead end down here. So you can give me the old camera a little wipe and see if you guys can see anything through this rain. Oh, gosh, rough. Oh, look at that. Look at that sight, eh? Beautiful. Oh, I'm in the gravelly middle bit. No, I don't want to be there. I'm back. No, you do, yeah. Well, I mean, you really don't want to go left either, do you? Because you're in the loch. I mean, the loch is literally 2 foot that way. I wonder how much of this castle's still going to be stood. On the positive side, I'm still dry, even if everything else isn't. Look, going to be a view of the view down here, I think. There he is. That's got to be a picture, isn't it, with the bikes? Look at that. Just an amazing view. Normal positions resumed. I'm just hoping my GoPro case is going to be sound in the stand up to the rain, because it is literally pouring. Oh, just if it wasn't raining, this road is just absolutely, I mean, look at it, guys. If you can see it through all the filthy rain, it is absolutely amazing. Obviously, you know, we're riding it with a little bit of care here because it's lashing it down, but yeah. Who knows whether anything we're recording today will be usable. But I hope it is, because it really is lovely here, even in the rain. The rain kind of disappoints, but you haven't got to let it stop you doing what you want to do. You've just got to dress appropriately, and that means if you are touring Scotland, get yourself some decent waterproofs and make sure your bike is up to running in the rain. Yeah, I mean, they don't know how to forecast up here, that's for sure, because we looked at the forecast yesterday, and can you believe today was a dry day in Scotland, and it's hammering it down more today than it did yesterday. I mean, even the guy on the Scottish weather forecast this morning, as I was lying in bed, was saying today will be a better day than yesterday, be much drier, you'll get some sunny periods, especially after lunch. It's 1 o'clock now, it's well after lunch, and it's honking it down. We're still filming. It's amazing. We might have video. Whether we've got audio in all this water, who knows? It depends whether my blue tack stayed on the side of the camera. High tech. Oh man, look at that. Can you see that? There's a bright spot over there. There is a bright spot. That's the best of the weather in northwest Scotland at this moment, and it's out to sea.